Hi everyone, I'm Juliette Praise and I've created Pink Lobster Dating. Before I start to tell you about Pink Lobster Dating, I actually hopefully get some of your feedback on it. I don't know if anyone spotted in the room a lobster. Yeah? The reason there's a lobster in the room is to hopefully explain to you how the concept of our company works. When you are a lesbian or a gay man, in our case a lesbian, there's a stereotype that all lesbians look the same, and it can sometimes be very easy perhaps to spot the stereotypical lesbian. Now, our site is the only site in the world, specifically a niche LGBT dating site. Now, the niche we have is for feminine lesbians. Now, the idea is a lobster is the feminine lesbian that you can't actually find, because you don't know they're lesbian by looking at them. And you don't know they're bisexual, whatever they might be by looking at them. So you might have that embarrassing situation of asking them out. Now, obviously, this lobster is clearly a lesbian lobster, but you wouldn't know that otherwise. So that's the premise, primarily, of Pink Lobster Dating. Now, I set it up a couple of years ago now, because of my experiences online. Now, there's plenty of lesbian dating sites out there. There's plenty of lesbian apps out there. There's never, ever before been an LGBT niche dating site. And I actually thought, why not? It's ridiculous, because there's loads and loads of heterosexual niche platforms, but there's never been a lesbian one. And specifically for us, we have, which I'm going to go through in a second with you, is high levels of security, because when you're a femme lesbian, as we're called, or lipstick lesbian, which is the old term more, people, men primarily, nothing against you guys, will often try and get on the site. They are thinking that we're automatically there because of porn. We're not there for porn. We're actually there to find our lobster, to find love. So one of the things we have on the site is a high level of security. So I'm going to go through with you now to show you how the site works. So this is the current platform which we're updating at the moment. It's a very sort of obvious platform. It's not a white label platform. It's a .NET, ASP.NET dating platform, but it's been bespoke significantly in order to cover the features that we wanted to cover. So when you've logged in, you've got as you can see down here, you've got blurred out pictures. So once you've created an account, every single member's photo will be blurred out. The only way you can reveal the images is if you are vetted. So the vetting process involves 3 images that you have to send. They can remain private to the members, but not to the people vetting them. Once the 3 photos are vetted, then the photos are revealed and you can see who that person is. So that protects women on the site from male voyeurs. And we look at a number of different criteria in order to unveil the photos. So that's one of the really important things for us. So not only are we the only femme lesbian site, we're also one of the highest, hopefully, secure sites. We're trying to make it as secure as possible. And we have on here what we call our lip words. So when you are selecting and creating your profile, if you don't want to go through all the boring, massive number of profile descriptions and things, we've chosen a selection of, we've got 100 words to choose from, predetermined words, which are adjectives to describe your personality. And you also can pick 5 of your own words that will go onto the lips. So you've got 5 predetermined, which can be matched, and 5 non-predetermined words. So these are the lip words. So the idea is a lot of women can just instantly look at them and think, actually, I don't want to have to go through all the other blurb. I don't want to. I can look at the words straight away and see on there that that is the person's prerequisites. Now, we also have the obvious other stuff that you can fill in. We originally, when we started it up, we didn't have a lot of these questions, but we did a lot more sort of customer research, and we had a lot of interns working on it as well, and they came up with some of these questions which get people to open up a little bit more rather than just a brief profile and lip words. That was the other thing on there as well. We have a mobile version of the site, but not mobile responsive at the moment. That's one of the questions I was going to ask you afterwards to get your feedback on what we should do next on that. So the mobile version is very standard. So the idea is hopefully the women will sign up on the site first of all, but if they want to be on the move and just check the messages, check who's online, they can have the mobile version, which is that, pretty much how it looks in a nutshell. So you can see messages, you can see who's online, and you can update your profile as well. So, and that's the mobile version as well. So in a nutshell, really, the only niche lesbian site in the world, and we're currently in the UK and the US as well. Women especially femme lesbians, I am one, I know. I don't know them all, but I know some of them. For my research, said as well, they feel they are much more anxious when they're online, so they need that security and they need that support. So we have a huge array of people we've selected for support on the site. So if you have any issues such as you have a cat. Now, a lot of lesbians have cats. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's a real lesbian phenomenon. They have cats. So if you have a cat and you've got a dilemma, you're going on a date, maybe the cat's ill, you can contact the lesbian vet for support.
Thank you. Big round of applause.
So you've got a lot going on your site, and you mentioned that the security issue with going mobile. Yeah, I would try and go mobile as soon as you can, work out those security issues.
Do you mean app or mobile responsive?
App. I'd go try and get in the app stores. Also, I wanted to know about like the categories in like Tinder and Badoo. Do they have like this kind of categories, like the lesbian categories? And I want to ask how big the market is as well, to ensure that obviously you've got a big enough net to capture.
It's a really good question, actually. So many questions. I'm trying to work my way back. Our market, from our market research, we've got 25 million potential members globally. So who are femme, lesbian, bisexual, curious. There's 25 million. We're the only non-skinned site. So all the sites like Badoo, Tinder, Match are all skinned versions of a heterosexual site. So you have the lack of security there, and also the problem with those is people running them don't understand the members necessarily. You probably hear about it on the news all the time. There's all these security issues with apps like Tinder, people infiltrating them. So that is a real. We've sort of got partners with a company at the moment who are going to look at high levels of security with us. They work for GCHQ, top secret. So they've done some stuff for GCHQ to look at high levels of security. But that for us is a real worry, and for women on the site, they're really worried about people infiltrating it. So that's one of the reasons why we're not an app, and also obviously funding. That's more. And with dating sites, they're quite complicated platforms. So to create an app is another big funding. So we are looking for development partners at the moment.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, and a big round of applause for Julia.
Thank you.